Hey guys, it is Sonia. I told you I would be back today. Let's see, what day is it? Let's take a minute. It is what? It is Friday. There's Matt coming in. It is. We just got hit with a lot of people. It's raining outside and everybody wants to shop inside. Are you taking off too?
Not yet. I'm going to this rush dies down
Okay, and then I'll get with you.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, yeah, we just stepped away from the front desk. We have a crew that came in and just started their shift now at 2 o'clock. So that means that we can come and kind of do some other things. And so we're open late tonight for a special event, which means that we brought staff in a little bit later today. So now I finally get a chance to turn to do some creative things that I want to get done. And that's what you're going to see on this channel. Oh, wow. Don't we love that? Let's fix that. Okay, it stopped. I don't know what that was. Was that a yes? Yes, we will fix stuff. Maybe the light agrees. It wants us to give new life to new things and repurpose. So we're just going to roll with it. So yeah, I'm back here in my thrifting area. See, that was a yes. I think that was a yes. All right, let me fix this. Hey, Matt. Need your brain. Okay, I have no idea why the light is flashing, but that's okay. We're gonna go on because if it's one thing I know that if you're gonna do something, better get it done now because this is the priority. So I think the light is good enough. You guys will be able to see my projects today. So yeah, I'm kind of like in the back area of the store right now. You might hear some customers come up behind me. It's all good. You're just gonna think I'm talking to myself. So here is what I want to get done today. I have two pieces in mind. So kind of like two things. What I do is I look for any opportunity to put paint on stuff and then I can increase its value, or all of a sudden it's good again. Case in point, we received this plaque. It's, of course, it's got a tree on it, the tree of life. It's decorative, it's beautiful, but it's got like this, it's like a, I don't know, maybe a pressed wood interior, and it's got like an overlay of cardboard on it. And if you look in the corner, do you see how it's like lifted up and chipped right there? It's actually completely missing at this point. When it first came in, it was just kind of like, you know, you get those corners and they expand or they go wonky. Well, yeah, so now you can tell that this now all of a sudden to the eye is looking like this is a beautiful piece, but it's obviously got damaged. But the moment we take and we put some paint onto it, and we can strategically put some paint onto it, then we can bring it together and it takes on a whole new look, a whole new piece, and it looks like it's perfect, right? Like it's supposed to be that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and make use of this because I have not put it on my floor for the fact that it is damaged. But by damaged, I mean it's just kind of missing a little bit of its color. The other one I wanna think about working on is this guy back here, which is kindly, oh my gosh, we're making up new words now. That's okay. Natalie's gone for coffee. It's gonna be okay. In probably about 20 minutes, my coffee will arrive. So this piece right here is one that we got thrifting. Pillar holder. Looks like it maybe came from like a Pier 1 or some sort of like a modern shop. It's not an old, it's an old style looking candle holder, but it's just got that wood ornate carved look to it. Kind of like this guy, right? So these two pieces, so this one came in brand new in packaging from the manufacturer, had damage. This is one that is new to me that we picked up when we were thrifting together. So I figure I can knock the both of them out at the same time, kind of batch them out. And I am going, at first I was thinking about giving a whole new, like going with a green, putting it all over here and changing it up. And I pulled out my sage flower to paint the whole thing. But at this point, I think I'm going to go, because in looking through my paints, I found that I had a little bit of my favorite metallic, brass looking metallic wax. And I think what I can do is put this on here, and I feel like on this too, it's just such a dark background. I think that will give us the magical flair that I love, that I dream of. So everybody's got a style. Mine's magical, whimsical. Now I'm just going to pick a brush. When you use the waxes, the one thing is that I always designate brushes for the different waxes. That one might be a little bit too thick, because honestly, once you get oils into it and it hardens, when I do this, but I also need something stiff enough. I'm gonna tip you guys down in just a second. I'm just kind of getting an idea of what brush I want. So I have a whole thing of brush parts, things sticking around here. And when I do this, and I can't see my head, it's okay. It's okay. Everything is fine. It's fine. Say it. We're fine. We're all fine. So, yeah. By the way, this area back here is generally where I work when I get my thrift stuff ready. So like all these pieces back here, these have all had pictures taken of them and they are now all posted online. So if you follow me on my other channel, it's just called Sonia Miller, and that's where you see my thrift business and you see me actively thrifting, and we leave the shop and we go out and we find all kinds of pretties like this gorgeous golden style shell. I love it. And then I sell them here in my store. So the biggest place I sell is in my store. In fact, I just saw a gold candle holder go missing behind me, meaning somebody bought it off the shelf. And so all this stuff right here is ready to go out now. It's all had pictures taken of. If you go to soniathrifts.com, that's where you'll find all my stuff that whatever I'm painting, whether I'm doing, that's where it will all land. So it'll take you to the Junk Monkey site, and it's all kind of broken down into different sections. But yeah, so this is all done, all tagged, ready to go out on my store floor. It's already online. And like I said, I got a few pieces that I just kind of want to put out with it. All right, let's get to work here because we only got so much time. All right, I'm just going to squeeze this out on here. Anybody else do that? I'll just make use of what I got. I'm a low maintenance kind of girl. I feel like you can always solve a problem. There's always something that you can do. So now that I'm going to apply this wax, I just don't want it to be too soft. I need something that has, like, ideally, I would love to find something that has a natural bristle onto it. Because, natural bristle. Actually, that's not a bad one right there. I think we got the one. All right, natural bristle is going to be just stiffer, so you can scratch onto it, whereas the soft synthetic hairbrush is going to bend more, and so you feel like you have to, I don't know, it's just not as a great tool. So right now you're going to see that my tree's in the middle, right here. You can see it. And now what we're going to do, which I just had an idea as well, if I really wanted to, I could totally turn this plaque entirely aged brass if I wanted to. But we're just going to go ahead and hit the high parts of it, and what that's going to do is create an old antique effect. And we're going to have lots of that brown base coming through the back. So basically I'm going to edge this out just like I edge out when I do my furniture and things like that. So how is everybody else out there doing today? It is Friday. We've figured out it is Friday. Love a good Friday. Coffee's about to come into my life. It's wonderful. Life is good. Very thankful. I've got a painting. You guys know that right now I'm working through 30 days of paintings. And so it makes me really eager to get home in the evenings because I do a little bit in the morning before I leave. And you guys see kind of my work in progress. I'm thinking about, because I've been getting questions, of whether or not I'll sell my paintings. And honestly, here is what I plan to do with them. Yes, I will put some of them up for sale. But first, what I'm going to do is, how pretty that is, guys. Oh my gosh, see? Just a little bit. And this was, and by the way, this little corner down here, let me come in close for this because I want to show you that this little corner right here was the part that had that like covering. But the moment I put a little bit of gold on there, who's gonna know? Are you gonna tell him? I don't think you're gonna tell him. No, I'm not gonna tell him. It doesn't affect the piece overall. And so now we just got character built in. But what I want to do is, here in my store, I sell prints and of my artwork, and I'm almost sold completely out. So I need to refresh, get to my printers and get more done. And I want to work on a new collection. And I don't know, this time of the year is when I really like to step into doing more painting. It gets colder, like today is rainy outside, it's cold outside. we wouldn't let the cat out today. We were like, if we let you out now, cat, kitty cat, stay on the cat. When we come home tonight, by the time we get home, you will be a cat popsicle. So we love you enough to keep you inside. But it is that time of the year where we spend more time inside. And, oh, that's my candle, what do you see? More time inside. So this time of the year, I don't know, I love the weather. I love the rain. You guys know that I was born on an island in the North Atlantic. Trust me, there's lots of fog where I'm from. So when I have a foggy day down here in Pennsylvania where I live, it makes me feel cozy. Like that's what I know. And that makes me feel like I want to just, you know, just paint, do something I love and get all cozy and get a nice hot beverage and, you know, relax. These days I go home and I, believe it or not, I'm watching Elf. I'm rewatching all the Elf series. Got a ton of them on YouTube as well. YouTube is amazing because you can really find all kinds of old episodes. I've been watching the Addams Family and the Munsters. Did anybody see the new Munster movie that was out? It came out in October. Of course, very fitting. And it's got like Lily Monster and Herman. Anybody grow up watching, or not even grow up, but you know, anybody who watched that, I love that. I love that so much. It was good. It was really good. Really, really good. So yeah, I feel like when I look at stuff, I always, you know, I look at it through the eyes of, can we fix that up with a little bit of paint? Somebody might look at it now as being damaged because it has that one corner lifted. But now that we've peeled that off, we peeled back the layers of the onion, we've gotten to it, we've fixed the issues, and now we're just gonna jazz it up. All right, guys, what do you think? What do you think? There you go. Can you see? Now, actually, to me, honestly, I would prefer this over the original, just with all one color carved. Yeah, I'm liking that a whole lot more now. What do you think, babe?
Oh, it's beautiful.
You like it?
Yes.
So this is sat behind, do you remember our register for the longest time?
Yes, because it had a broken edge.
Yeah, and we could have, oh, there's the shop phone. Shop phone. You know, and sometimes, honestly, guys, you pick your battles. You know, I order from all kinds of different suppliers, and sometimes things like this come in and it has a little issue. I could fight it out with the manufacturer, the seller, whatever. I understand as a shipper myself, and trust me, I ship paint, that things happen. But you know what? I didn't even have to contact them. I'm thankful to work with them, and things like that happen. And I'm like, I can take care of that myself. No big deal. It's no big deal. It's fine. We're fine. We're all fine. All right, so what I'm gonna do is a little bit around the edges, and then all I have to do is let it dry. Now this will dry permanently, this wax that I'm using. So that means that I just let it sit overnight, and I can come back tomorrow, and then I can tag it, and now I have a piece of merchandise that's been hanging around forever and a day that we did not put out. And you know, when you have a store, you have to realize that your money is tied up into all of these objects. So, you know, you now own a broken object, and you have to make your money back if you want to be successful. So I look for anything and everything that I can use, reuse, repurpose, do something with it. Because I know somebody will fall in love with this and absolutely love it. And there we are. We are done with that. So we're going to put it aside now. So you can imagine if we did that with that, what do you think this one's going to look like? Here's your last look at this piece right here before it goes under the brush. And what I also love about this is that you don't have to be perfect with it. I'm just looking like a whole bunch of, you know, gold dust just laid in there. So when I am thrifting and I find stuff, I know that if I see, for example, a candle holder, and it's something like this, and say there was a scratch on it or whatever, I know that in my toolkit, I have access to paint and a brush, and I have a vision. I'm gonna go all the way down here to make it look like the light is just kind of hitting that one side of it. Do you see it right there? All right. But I never try to be like perfect. I think it gives character. Try to be loose with the brush. And that's what gives it the authentic, one-of-a-kind look. Because if you do too much and you go too symmetrical, you know, it keeps it interesting when you don't do that. It makes your eye look at it. It wants to look at it. It wants to try to figure out if there's a pattern. And we make it curious to look at. Look how beautiful that is. So yeah, this channel, stay tuned. You may see me show up here daily, just turning on the camera just like this. No fancy editing. It's just a slice of real life, and this is what I would be doing if you guys were not on right now. And so what I want to do is show you the creative side over here, and then show you even how I upcycle my thrift stuff. And then on my other channel, dedicate to being out and about when we're actually out and we're thrifting for profit and we're picking things. So, and you'll probably see over here as well, anything from canvas paintings to just stuff around the shop as well, what we're into. I don't know, it could be some fun, it could be anything. So this is the really, really creative space where we hang out. So thank you guys for watching and hanging out. We just hit 400 subscribers today on this channel, which is amazing. I'm very, very happy about that. I'm very happy to be back over here working on the creative side with you guys too. Because some people, like I say, like to see one part. Some people like to see two. So now we got it covered. It's all good. Okay, what do you think? Yes, ready to go? I mean, once it dries. But now we have two pieces. I'm going to tell you, you put a white, nice votive candle in here, like a nice white candle, pillar candle. It will show up against this dark antiqued and look so amazing. Actually, I might put these together. We'll see how long they last before they sell. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I hope I gave you some inspiration. I hope it was fun hanging out. And just do what you love. Just show up and do what you love. And that will make it a wonderful day. All right, coffee should be here any minute. I will see you guys probably back on this channel again tomorrow. And then, of course, go catch up on Sonia Miller for my last thrifting adventure, which happened last night. Okay, see you guys. Bye.